with a chilling voice, unforgettable mask, and relentless suspense.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
The Scream franchise has seeped its way into the collective consciousness of horror fans and filmmakers across the globe.
Why are you even here, Randy? You'll never be the leading man.
Fuck you!
Scream devotees have moved from being mere consumers to creators, providing an outlet for them to showcase their interpretations of their beloved franchise. This creative process allows fans to take the familiar elements of the Scream universe and mold them into something innovative while maintaining the integrity of the original source material. This process enables creators to explore new angles and delve deeper into the world of Scream, often pushing boundaries and presenting the series in an entirely new light. Here are 5 Scream fan films you should watch that you may not have, or probably, heard of.
Woo! Time to party!
Do you want to hear a scary story? Or how about 4?
Slasherverse, Episode 4, Scream. Conrad Studios, a Cleveland-based company founded in 2003, specializes in advertising and has done several short films, including piecing together a 5-part series titled The Slasherverse, which chronicles tales around the horror genre's most iconic slasher. The series includes, in order of release, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I have read many comments over the last 2 years pondering the thought around what a Scream film would look like if it was told from the perspective of the killer. Well, director-writer Conrad Farja, along with co-writer David Wickham, bring us the story where we see 4 friends planning a get-together to celebrate Clara's birthday, while unbeknownst to them, Ghostface is hot on their heels, looking to spoil the festivities. The unique twist to this film is not the ending, but the delivery of the film's narrative told through the narration of Ghostface. Now, I want to apologize to the filmmakers first, saying I did not watch the other parts in the series. Yet, this one was so good that it makes me want to watch the rest.
Say hi to Brad for me.
Screaming. Sometimes, nothing beats the original, and recreating the opening scene of Scream 96 with some updated elements is all we need. Screaming is written and directed by Mosley, and we find Jada talking with her book club friends about the next book they're about to read, Goddamn Zombie Chainsaw Murderer, which, by the way, is a real book about 4 friends who discover a terrible secret hiding on a quiet island on Lake George in upstate New York. Anyways, let's get back to the film. George, one of the members of the book club, calls in late for their meeting, and Jada begins to catch him up on the novel selection. Their conversation drifts into horror films as one would expect in anything related to Scream. They share their favorite horror films, and George talks about how Scream is his favorite horror film, and the trivia in the movies are rather easy. But if it was him playing the killer, the trivia would be much harder.
And to think she only had to answer a few questions correctly and the killer would have left her alone.
She could have answered every question right and she still would have died. Wouldn't be a movie otherwise.
I did think the questions were a little easy. See, my horror trivia would be much more challenging. I don't think you would survive.
What do you mean?
Or maybe you would. We can find out.
So, Jada takes the bait. And as one would expect, the trivia game takes a turn for the worst, and Jada is now the target of Ghostface. Scream Revelations. This short fan film is written and directed by Blake Studwell, and it feels like a PSA for spoiling movies with the feel and delivery of Shaun of the Dead. Scream Revelations begins with a group of friends watching Scream 96, where Frankie blurts out that he doesn't know who the killer is. His girlfriend Sarah reveals the ending. Frankie leaps up from the couch, taken aback by how someone could just blurt out the end carelessly. His friends then all reveal that they've seen the movie 25 years ago, further upsetting Frankie, who then tosses everyone out of the house.
But I'm calling it. Everyone go. Leave!
Yeah, get the fuck out! I can stay?
As Frankie and Sarah look to settle in for the night, Ghostface strikes, chasing Sarah through the house. And unlike other short films on this list, Scream Revelations is a horror comedy that is well acted and fun to watch, leaving you wanting more from the cast. Now, I'm not saying that the other films aren't well acted or they wouldn't be on this list. I'm just saying that that blend of horror comedy, it's tough to come by. And on a Shaun of the Dead kind of level, fantastic movie.
Oh. Hey, Frankie. Thought everyone left.
Yeah, they're all gone now.
I just came in to get my phone wires.
Alright, well.
Hey, I was thinking, since it's just you and me here alone now, maybe we can go into that other room, get all nice and cozied up on the couch. I'll whip out my iPhone 10 and we can watch that sick rip of Doctor Strange 2 I've got. You're gonna love the quality. It's so good. It's 480p, my guy.
I said no, man. I'm not getting out of bed for anything under 720p.
Yeah, but you don't even understand. I read on the internet today that said Tom Cruise might be in the movie playing a variant of Iron Man, which is exactly what they're trying to do with Iron Man from the beginning. Come on, you want to watch it with me?
Face Off. Ghostface versus Jeff the Killer.
Ghostface vs. Jeff the Killer. There are several fan films out on YouTube that are versus movies, and I kind of strayed away from that. I didn't want to put any of them on this list, but the thumbnail for this one, I kept passing it by, kept catching the eye. I thought it was maybe video game related, or maybe a stat breakdown video of these two characters going against each other, but to my pleasant surprise, it wasn't. Directed and written by Luke Petter of Radical Talent, we see that Woodsboro is once again being haunted by a new series of Ghostface murders. However, the creepypasta legend Jeff the Killer has also found his way into Woodsboro and is killing off all of Ghostface's targets before he can.
Look, I can't talk right now. I'll call you another time.
Hang up on me again and I'll gut you like a fish. Understand? I killed James Miller, and I'm coming for you next. Hello?
When their paths finally cross, it becomes a battle to the death as the two duel it out for supremacy and the right to kill in Woodsboro.
Shall we dance?
Not only is Ghostface imposing in this short film, but the effects used to bring Jeff the Killer's mask to life is simply stunning. The fight scenes are well choreographed and entertaining. This is something that you definitely want to check out if you're looking for a good versus movie.
The Wi-Fi's down. I can't text you from my phone. Uncle Mark?
Have you checked the children?
Scream Live. In this well-produced fan film, director and writer Joshua Chislett takes the urban legend of the sitter and elevates the terror with this unique retelling of the legend through a modern-day twist. Garrett Smith serves as director of photography, and his visuals are immersive. This fan film quickly established a high bar for me, as going through my hundreds of Scream fan films, this was the first one that I watched, and wow, what a way to start things off. We are introduced to the newest Ghostface killer as he stalks his first of many planned victims by live streaming their deaths worldwide. And in classic fashion, we follow Emily, a babysitter, as she is toyed with by an unknown caller who won't leave her alone. Set in a country house far from city life, Emily is babysitting for her Uncle Mark and Aunt Sydney, and she must be smart and protect herself and the kids she is watching at all costs. What makes Scream Live further stand out is the visual storytelling and the attention to detail in its delivery, leaving you wanting more from the story and the artist behind it. This is one of those pop vibes where, after starting down my journey doing the research, I started regretting it because there are Scream films from all over the world that many creative people have put together. And after the first 100, you're like, oh my god, when is this going to end? But these are the 5 that stand out the most from all the ones that I watched. Well produced, good stories, interesting twist to the Ghostface universe, and it's definitely something that you should check out. So the links to the channels, to the videos are in the description. Please go and check out and support these artists because they did a fantastic job. Now, are there any Scream short films that you have seen that you want me to check out? Let me know by dropping it in the comments. Depending on how well this video does, we'll explore the longer feature-length ones, and there's a lot of those too, so that's going to take some time. As always, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Pop 5. Truly appreciate the time that you spend with me and the conversations that we have in the comments, so thank you once again. Now, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Don't forget to drop a like. It helps a lot, trust me. It's not just something we say. Anyway, until the next, see ya.